Hello again, everybody, and welcome to update number 3 to the July 2015 Gunsmoke competition for DCS World. Now, it was kind of a slow week for submissions. We have 2 new submissions in the A10C by Akimi and Calicorum, and I'll show a little bit of those here in this video. But I guess let me start by going to the plot that I have going for the releases so far in the A10, and this is just impact with bearing and range to the target, with the gray arrow being the wind direction, and I've intentionally kind of skewed this a little bit so that you won't be able to draw any conclusions. Don't try to figure out what the distance is for the rings, you won't. We're still showing from this that everybody's doing a great job with the wind correction. Everybody's using either built-in aircraft systems or are taking a little bit more of an old school kind of common sense approach to wind correction. As you can see, everything is really packed into a nice tight grouping here. Well, except for this little guy. Yeah, we're not going to worry about that little guy. But very good job by everybody so far on this. So now I suppose I'll go to an attack run by Kimi, and 3 very good runs, very good use of the systems. And one thing in particular you're going to see from this run at the very end of the competition, once I start to talk about what everybody did to be successful, there was one little trick that was done on these runs that was a very good idea, and yeah, more to come on that at the very end. But the second run that we have here is from Calicorum, made 3 very good runs, and this is another example of a shack in the A10 that rarest of feats it surprisingly is seeming through this competition. But yeah, very good pass here, and made a very good impact on the target. And you've probably noticed that the terrain I'm using here is a little bit different. I'm experimenting with some of the different terrain mods. This is the Northern Europe terrain by Starway that you've seen in several videos so far. Specifically, I'm flying a Call 50 campaign with this terrain enabled, so that's why things may look a little bit different. I'll have a link in the video description to it. So slow week for the competition, but I expect that to change, especially in that last week. That's when I expect the majority of the submissions to come in. So we're just past the halfway point right now, and I hope that everybody's enjoying either participating or following along as the competition unfolds. Now, I closed the last video out with showing somebody picking up style points on the attack run. I'm going to do the same thing here. Kimi picks up the style points. I wish I could actually award these for flying this all the way to a landing, a taxi, and shutdown of the A10 at the very end. So I'm not going to talk over this. I'm just going to let this play out, show you some views of Vaziani Airfield, and follow along as Kimi takes us home. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.